like Pro Tools. I ain't none for the truth, boy, I told you. Style cold in the kid, cold blue. Like Chucky in the troop, what's the dope food, nigga? Running, get the team, take his lane like the old bitch from Soul Food. I'm just trying to run my pennies up. Don't fuck, cause the Simmons up. Gonna jump, but that ain't enough. Listen, to be quite clear, bitch, I'm smooth like a light bill. These niggas dead, I beat light still. I'm going up like the light bill. Cause I'm just trying to get a buzz like my legs name Light Hill. Send a message to the man since I'm 45. I'm about to trade in my 9 for a 45. I'm killing this shit, gotta modify. You can carry up, got the other side of moralize. Them niggas nice, but I'm way more superior. Yeah, don't fit the criteria. Don't take my kindness for weak. I'm a beast on the interior. These niggas can't be serious. Brave heart go against the heart. Don't go against the squad, you get picked apart. And she say you know God, bitch, don't even start. Play with your hunter, I see that you niggas dope like a swinging star. It's wartime, ain't no need to play. This slow ass nigga, you was never with us anyway. They say I'm going down for the things I say, so I went and got the clock like you gon' roll with me today. It ain't gonna stop. I'm telling you, boy, it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna stop. You go back to we must be raised from a poor strain. No type of pleasure bring more pain. Fuck that soul shit, bring more flames. Straight soldier out the gate. I'm a woo, that's his last name. I'm done bullshit and time to take him down. If he ain't taking ground, then don't come around. Soldiers in the back marching, that's how done it sound. Something in the poop, I'm just trying the ground. And when they get it silly, they ain't said nothing. They say 144, how you keep it coming? I told them fear of the Lord, keep my feet from running. I keep shit like FIFA, young niggas that aim high like I'm eagle hunting. 144, keep blazing my nigga. The devil may cry, but we fucking
Shalom, Israel. Well, I Isupkbmore, start out of 1 West, under commanded John. You understand, we here to bring out the truth, let you know exactly who you are according to the Bible. You understand, letting you know that this is your constitution, this is your rule book, this is your I guess you could say, I can't even, whatever the book that lets you know what it is you're supposed to do with something. This book lets us know what we're supposed to do. You understand? And tonight I want to bring out something that's very important. I feel like this is a real important subject. You understand? Like this is, you know what I mean, this is one of them things that actually make me happy to do. You understand? Like I want to destroy Christmas. You understand? And I want y'all to understand how wicked and evil that this so-called holiday is. You understand? And I want us to get in a spot where this is just another day to us. You understand? Christmas, matter of fact, you got, what's the day? The 8th, 19th? You got 6 more days. 6 more days, you understand? To, you know what I mean, brothers in here, we already know that with our family, we catch hell. You understand? One day they gonna get it. But I feel like this one of them real important scripts. This one of them real important classes, cause like this, I feel like destroying Christmas is like beating up the bully in your school. You understand? Like the big bad bully. I feel like goddamn like Craig on Friday, throwing the brick at Debo. You understand? Showing and doing it in front of the world, letting everybody know, you know what I mean, that this is vain. There's nothing. There's no life in it. You understand? Hey, first off, is wicked beginnings, and it's silly. Like, there's plenty. I know there's plenty of people that say they only do it for the kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm only doing it for my kids, which is crazy. Like, if you love your kids, if you know it's something wrong, but you're going to let your kids grow up in it, man, it might be harder for them to get out of it. You might be out of it, and you might be like, look, I'm not participating in none of that. But when you were young, you believed that. You believed in Santa Claus. You know what I'm saying? Like, you believed in Christmas miracles. You understand? Like, you believed in all of these. You understand? I remember when it snowed on Christmas. Every time it snowed on Christmas, I'd be like, yo, that's beautiful. Like, you know what I mean? He really shining hard on this Christmas. You understand? Until you get in the Bible. You understand? We all feel like we understand God until you get in the Bible. So you get taught by men of the Lord, and you realize, like, dang, I don't know nothing about God. You understand? But I want to jump into what I want to jump into first. If you could, sir, if I can get Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I also want to break down, like, I want to break down the myth of Christmas, because I feel like a lot of people don't know. I do work in different areas, and I got a one contract that I deal with. It's an office. So of course, you know, like the office buildings, they highly decorated. You understand? They got decorations everywhere. And there's a black woman there. She said, you know what? I'm not going to ask you. I'm not going to say nothing to you because I already know that you don't do holidays. She like, but it's sometimes it be hard. So I want to say that to you because I feel like I should say something. You know, so like that's how brainwashed we are. It's like this woman feel like she has to say something to me. I said like you don't have to say nothing. Like I'm perfectly happy. You understand? Like if anything, you should be happy. Even because you got me. You got me working for this company. And I don't take no days off because I ain't worried about no Thanksgiving. On the third, you ain't gotta worry about, dang, we ain't gonna get this done because it's Thanksgiving. Nope, you ain't gotta worry about that with me. You ain't gotta worry about New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve, New Year's Day, Christmas Day, none of that. You understand? Because I'm gonna be here because it's another day to me. You understand?
That's right.
But if you could, sir, you can jump into that.
Amos chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days.
I hate and I despise your feast days. You understand? I hate. That's heavy right there. That's hard for you to, you know what I mean? To hear somebody tell you they hate you. That's hard to hear. When you hear people say I hate anything, you know they're like, no, that's heavy for you to say I hate. You understand? And despise. Most I use the word I hate and I despise your feast days. You know, and why is it specified your feast days? The reason why I specified because that's not his days. You understand? The Most High told us what to celebrate. You understand? He told us what not to celebrate. He telling us what to do, but we go against it. You understand? He's telling us, you know what I mean? Like this, I feel like this scripture right here, it sets the mood, you understand, for any day that you decide to think that you can celebrate and keep a tradition on it and all that. You understand? The Most High said, I hate and I despise your feast day. You understand? Like you thinking and the thing is like every day, every so-called holiday is a feast day. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Every day you got all types of feasts that we change it up. I feel like the only ingredient in a feast day that's not changed up is the ham. Every holiday, somebody is a ham day. Some kind of special ham then pineapples on it. I ain't never had that, even when I was eating pork when I was in the world. Like I ain't, you know, maybe that was something my people just wasn't too creative or something. But I never did it. But man, we finish that on, sir.
Come. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Not gonna smell it like with it at all. That's like, you know, man, it's like it's like a kid turning their back on you. And you know, man, they mad because you told them, nah, they can't have a toy. They just, I'm pissed. Nah, I'm not even hungry. I don't want to eat. You sure you don't want to eat? I don't want none of that. I'm pissed at this point. You understand? Like, you got to think about it like, that's a strong hate. That's a strong dislike. You understand? And like I said, this is setting the mood right here. Like, this right here should shut down every single holy day. You know what I'm saying? Holiday. You understand? Because the Most High gave us high holy days, the high holy days that we need to participate in. But we don't take part in the Most High holy days. We take part in the white man holidays. And then we think that we doing it. We think that we good Christian people. You understand? Like we pray over the food, over all that abominable food. But nobody thinks about this scripture. And if they do think, maybe they just don't, or maybe they just don't know about the scripture. So we're gonna come in, if we could, we can if you can tell them where you at and just hit that scripture again.
You want me to read Amos 5:21 again?
Come on.
The book of Amos, chapter 5 and verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
You understand? Like that right, you can't even fight that. Cause I know Christians, they love to fight. They love to fight. They would love to go against that. They would love to, see, you trying to interpret it, but what you want to interpret it for, it don't even mean that. Nah, man. This right here is plain as hell, man. Like you ain't getting around this. I hate your feast days. You understand? I despise your feast days. You understand? And you gotta have enough sense to understand and know what a feast day is. You know, if you got together with family and y'all around the table and you about to eat, you understand? You gotta know that is a feast day. You understand? Like you gotta understand that. So I just want everybody to feel and understand that. Feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Shalom, brother. How you doing, sir?
How's your bro?
All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like
No, I'm good, bro. Thank you.
But we just don't. The thing is, like, we don't never dive into it.
Yes, sir.
You understand? We never dive into it. And it's like, I feel like this scripture, like I said, this sets the tone. You understand? Like, for you to understand it, for you to even think that, you know what I mean, I'm gonna take part in anything. Like, first off, like, we living in the age of information. Like, we living at the age of the internet. You could jump on the internet and find out the origin of anything.
Yes, sir.
It's so easy for you to do that. You jump up, you can look up the origin of Christmas, Thanksgiving, all of that stuff, and you'll realize once you see the beginnings of it, then you'll understand how evil and wicked it is. And that's what we just done. I feel like the brainwash is so real. A lot of people like to say that we brainwashed for being in the truth. You understand? Mm-hmm. The thing is, like, yo, I'm so glad. If that's the truth, wash the hell out of my brain, man. Do it. Brainwash. Because I don't want to be in a world where it's just a bunch of homosexual beginnings. You understand? And wicked, disgusting beginnings. And this is what we love to take part in. You understand? But the origin of Christmas is even more disgusting. And we definitely gonna get in that too. But in fact, if you can, let me get Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1.
You don't want to finish that up?
Yeah. It's a lot.
22.
Come on. Wow, sir.
All right. Amos 5 and verse 22. though ye offer me burnt offerings,
you understand? You offering them up. You sending your prayers up. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
and meat offerings,
Mm-hmm.
I will not accept them.
I will not accept them. Most High is telling you, he will not accept them. You understand? And you sitting there, you holding hands. He taking long as like you taking long as hell to even eat. You sitting there. I remember, you know what I mean? Days I'm there with family. I had my head down so long, I damn near fell asleep. No, because somebody's long. They taking the longest with the prayer. You know, so they going in heavy, and you doing all that. All that what you doing is in vain, because the Most High just said, you know what I mean? He don't want your burnt, like he don't want none of your offerings. He don't want your meat offerings. Go ahead, sir.
Neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts.
You understand? The Most High just don't want it. He's not interested in none of it, because none of it is what he told us to do. Everything like what you're doing, what you're celebrating, what you're feasting over, it's nothing that he told us to do. You know what I mean? We got High Hanukkah coming up. You understand? That's the feast day that the Most High ordained us to celebrate and take part in. We got the Passover coming up, man. You understand?
Yes, sir.
And that's what we need to be like. This it should like we should have to have about two giant buildings to hold as many people that should be celebrating, that should be there, showing love. You understand?
Yes.
But it's not. You know what I mean? We get out, we try to push it and push it and push it, and try to push this love that we got for our brothers and sisters. You understand? But that Christianity pushes it. Sometimes it come off like it's strong. You know what I mean? Because that brainwash is heavy.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes.
you can drop that, sir. If you Jeremiah 10 and chapter 10, verse 1.
Jeremiah 10:1.
This is a wicked time anyway. Like if there's a spirit that comes over people. Like a lot of times we feel like that we gotta celebrate. You know what I mean? Like and like Joe Muhammad brought out, and it's just that sentiment. You understand? We think like we feel like we have to because it's something that we've been doing. There's a somewhat of a friendly tone and feeling that we get, that we just feel like I gotta do it. You understand? Because you got memories, you've been brought up on it. You understand?
Yes.
But it's we got it. You gotta grow, and you gotta learn. You gotta.
John, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
You understand? This is for us. You understand? Black, Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? Like all you know what I mean, Native American. This is the Most High. This is a message from the Most High. I mean, you know what I mean? Jeremiah delivering this message, he's telling us. You understand? Listen, you know what I mean? Listen us, not the world. This thing, he ain't standing up on the highest mountain and speaking to everybody that walks past. No. This is strictly for the children of Israel.
Yes, sir.
You understand?
Yes.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
Learn not the way of the heathen.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Like, just be like, we're here and we're surrounded by heathens. But you learn their ways. You've been put over here in captivity because you disobedient. But you do not learn their ways. You understand? The ways of the heathen is vain. I'm skipping ahead. You go ahead, sir. Let me get the rest of that.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
You understand? Don't be dismayed at the signs. That's what white people do. You know what I mean? That's what the oppressor did. You understand? They look up the sky, like the sky. I mean the sky. They look up the sky, and they fear it. They fear everything. That's why they got so many gods. They got so many gods that are associated with the stars, the sun. They worship everything but the creator of those things. They got sun god, star god, moon god.
Yes.
They, you know what I mean? They got sky gods. Like they got so many gods, man, that it's crazy. And they fear, like the heathens fear everything. They fear everything. You understand? Go ahead, sir. Yeah.
For the heathen are dismayed by them, at them, Salakia. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Verse 3, for the customs of the people are in vain.
Customs of the people are vain, man. You understand? They vain. You know what I mean? Like vain is pretty much nothing. You know what I mean? It's vanity. It's just silliness. You understand? Like, and their customs are vain. You understand? It means nothing. It's built off of fear. You understand? Go ahead, man.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest.
Maybe get into it, man. One cut a tree out of the forest.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Like we about to get into it because this right here is Jeremiah. This is thousands of years. I mean, about a thousand years before Christ even came. You understand? This custom was going on. You understand? For they cut the tree out of the forest.
Yes, sir. Come on.
Go ahead, son.
The work of the hands of the workmen.
He got a man, a work. Yes, sir. He going in, they cutting it down. This is the workman. He going in the forest, he cutting them down. Like nowadays, you don't have to wait for a dude to cut it down for you. You know what I mean? You can go, like, they sell it to a market or something, or a store, any type of, you know what I mean, some type of parking lot, and you just buy it straight from them. You understand? They cut it down already, and you just go pick it up. Get it, you know what I mean? This is what they're doing. They cut down the tree, you understand? The workman is cutting it down, and then we go and buy it. You understand? Like we sitting there, like nowadays, I know when I was young, we never had a real tree in our house. You understand? And I don't know if that was from poverty or just being smart. You know what I mean? You got a tree in the house. You got the decorations on it, the lights, and then you got to put it in water. You know what I mean? Like that was a appetite for. I mean, that was all of that was pretty much destruction, for lack of better words. But go ahead, son.
With the axe.
Mm-hmm. Cut it down with the axe. Go ahead.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Man, come on, man. Like I know there's a lot of things, like I said, people love to tell us, man, y'all interpreting that y'all self. There's some things that you just can't deny. Like this it just said they deck it with silver and gold, man. Like and it's actually a song, it's a Christmas song. I just found this out doing some research. It's a song called, you know what I mean? I don't know if y'all ever heard it. It's Silver and Gold. That's the name of it. You ever heard of that?
Yes, sir.
You did?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I was enough on it. Yeah. Silver and gold. And here it is. We in Jeremiah 10:4. And it says that they deck it with silver and gold. Like, that's a cut right there. Go ahead, sir.
Salakia. They fasten it with nails and with hammers.
Why they do that? You put that also.
That it move not.
They fasten it with nails and hammers. You understand? They making sure that this thing sit up right. They cut it down and they make sure that they, you know what I mean, they gotta set it up right. You understand? I remember sitting, you know what I mean, fixing up the tree. Make sure it's straight, because you don't want to crook it, because then, you know what I mean, you feel like, oh, this is a page. I gotta make sure that it's sitting up right. You understand? So you decking it. You know what I mean? You decorating this thing with silver and gold, man, and you fasten it. with nails and with nails and with the hammer. So you beating it down. You get the nails and you beating it down. You make sure it stay up. You understand? That it move not. You understand? I mean, if you can't really understand that that's Christmas, and this is pretty much this has been going on since, like I said, this is the time of Jeremiah, way before Christ.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
people think that that's Christ, like that Christmas had anything to do with Christ. You understand? Well, these traditions have already been going on.
Yes, sir. Come on
already.
with it.
You
Come on with it, sir. Yes, sir. Come on with it.
Let me get I mean, you can go ahead and finish that. You can let me get the next verse, sir. Because the thing is, this was dang, what's the dude name, son? If you can remember, that Nimrod. Nimrod.
Really Nimrod.
Come on. You got the Bible?
Yes, sir. I have the scriptures here.
10 and 5. Jeremiah
10 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
They are upright as the palm tree, but
Mm-hmm.
speak not.
They don't speak. They don't say nothing. Like, you know what I mean? It's just nothing. It's first off, they've been cut down. They've been
Yes,
cut
sir.
down, so ain't nothing left for them to do but to start to die. You understand? Like but even if a tree was alive, you going forward, you ain't gotta fear a tree. You understand? Go ahead.
They must needs be born
You understand?
because they cannot go.
Now right here, you know what I mean, needs be born. That's old English for, you know what I mean, it needs to be picked, it needs to be carried. You understand? So it's pretty much telling like, yeah, you need to carry it because it cannot go. You understand? Go ahead.
Again, Jeremiah chapter 10. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil. Also, it is in them to do good.
Hold
It's
up,
not in them. They cannot do it.
Right. So they can't do evil
It's impossible, sir.
or good. Right.
If they
It's
try.
not possible. They can't try. They can't do anything. It's just a tree. It's just like, you know what I mean? This mic stand right here. You know what I mean? This is something that it can't do anything.
Sir,
It only gonna do what I allow it to do.
sir,
I'm shaking. That's all it's gonna do. Now put
Sir.
it down. That's the end of it.
sir.
That's what, you know what I mean. This is what we were trying to be. This
It
was
is not in them.
right. Just you straight. Just raise your hand. You know what I mean.
I'm
when
sorry,
you say
sir.
something. No,
Yes,
you
sir.
good. You good. But yeah, like that's pretty much what it is. Like, you know what I mean. It's hard for people to get out of that frame of thought. You know what I mean. That all right. It's not real. This is, you know what I mean.
Yes, sir.
I'm celebrating this, but people, and the thing is, people will understand that it's not Christ's birthday. That a lot of people, they understand that.
Sir, this is so crazy.
Mhm.
That our people are involved in some unadulterated Christianity favorite craziness. I don't know what else to give it. It's craziness.
It is.
Christianity, it's just, uh, Christmas. Come on.
It's indoctrination. That's, you know what I mean. And we've been so beat up. We've been so beat up for so long that we just accept it because we at the bottom. So it's like, all right, you can give, when you destroy a people so much, you give them anything. You understand? Go ahead, you got something?
No, sir, go ahead.
You sure?
Yeah, go ahead. You want me to read on?
No. We can drop that.
I can read on if you want, sir.
No. We're gonna drop that. Let me get Mark chapter 7, verse 7.
Mark 7.
One of the things I want to make sure that people like can actually, like, if you watching this class, man, take some notes, get you a pen, piece of paper, man, and write them down. You understand? You want to take them to your pastor. You understand? Ask them to explain this to you. You understand? So you know what I mean. So hopefully you can get out of that poison that you've been taking, which is Christianity. You understand? That which eventually might destroy you. You understand? Well, we already destroyed by it, but you know what I mean. Keep you further away from the Most High. You understand? Because one of the biggest lies that the church will tell you is that the laws are done away with. And this is one of the biggest things. This is one of the biggest reasons why people are so destroyed. Because we feel like the laws are done away. There's so many laws that are done away with. You know what I mean? They keep certain laws. There's some laws that you know what I mean. Preachers love to talk about adultery. You understand? Or murder. You understand? But they you know what I mean? It's like now it's like then you gotta ask which laws are done away with and which ones aren't done away with. Like they need to have that on the wall at a church. It's like, all right, so which ones I can do and which ones I can't do. Because you'll be confused being a Christian. You won't understand or know what it is that you should or shouldn't be doing. You understand? And the preacher is only gonna get fatter off of your tithe money, your building funds, whatever, you know what I mean, the other tithe, whatever it is that they're gonna take from you. You understand? You got it?
Mark, sir. What again, Mark 7?
Mark chapter 7, verse 7.
Yes, sir. Which one? What verse?
Chapter verse 7.
Mark 7, verse 7. Jesus commences ceremonial. Then came together and told him.
Hold up. You at Mark chapter 7?
Yes, sir.
Verse 7?
Yes, sir. Then came together and told him the Pharisees.
Is that the one you want?
Let
me see. Hold on. What is it, Mark? What?
Mark chapter 7, verse 7.
Mark 7 and 7.
Come on.
The book of Mark, chapter 7 and verse 7.
How in the vein do you?
Okay.
Go ahead, sir.
Go ahead.
How do it? In vain do we worship me?
You understand? This. How be it in vain do they worship me?
Yes, sir.
You understand? When you think about like Christmas, this is like the championship of holidays for America, but actually it's all over the world. You understand? Like it's so big that people that don't even believe in Christ or you know the Most High,
yes,
they celebrate.
Yes,
it's so big and crazy that people just say Xmas. You understand? Or they just say Happy Holidays to not offend. You understand? But they do so much. It's like you know what I mean. I don't feel like you can't offend no more than you already offended. We got a white Jesus. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
You know what I mean? Like that's enough offense right there. But yeah, it's, you know what I mean? How be it in vain they worship me. We worshiping, you know what I mean? We worshiping Christ in vain. Like because this is not how you worship him. Not doing like dealing with a wicked and evil and just homosexual and just idol God worshiping holiday. You understand? Go ahead.
Teaching of again, St. Mark 7. Teaching for doctrines, the commandments of men.
You understand? This right. We think we worshiping Christ, or we think we worshiping God, but we're worshiping the commandments of men. You understand? Like that's what we're doing. Like when you celebrate Christmas, you celebrate any holiday, you're doing it. You're worshiping man. Like these days were created by man. You can't find these days in the Bible, but they dedicated to Christ or they dedicated to God. You understand? When it makes actual sense. You understand? Like it's nobody. There's nowhere in the Bible that it ever said to celebrate Christ's birthday. You know what I mean? Like it's just a bunch of wickedness that we think. We think that we doing it. You understand? But we not. Like I said, we celebrate. We worshiping man. You go with verse 8.
St. Mark 7 again. Mark 8. For laying aside the commandments of God.
Laying aside the commandments. Hold on. Laying aside the commandments of God. That's what we doing. We laying aside the commandments of God. We like, we deal with that later. Let's you know what I mean. Let's see what we're gonna deal with now.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
Ye hold the traditions, and in many other such like things
Hold on.
ye do.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me read that line one more time. Ye hold
the traditions of men.
Mm-hmm. You hold the traditions of men. That's what you're doing. You understand? We holding the traditions of men.
That's right.
That's what Christmas is. You understand? That's what Thanksgiving is. You understand? Valentine's Day, your birthday. You know what I mean? All of these things is traditions of men,
Yes.
and it's all coming from us being in captivity. You understand? That's why we have so many commandments. Because the Most High know that men are vain and scared. They just scary dudes. They scared of everything. You understand? And the Most High understands that. He know that. All right, we've been in captivity under so many times under so many different people. We be in captivity for like 400 years. So all right, he already know. You know what? They might decide to be this type of person, or they might go against me and do this. So he's telling us, all right, it's like you having kids. You're telling your kids, you can play with them over there if you make sure that you don't break none of your toys. You make sure you bring back this like this. You make sure you don't get in that water. You make sure you don't go in their house. You make sure you don't eat none of their food, because I'll cook. You make sure I got you. You do what I told you to do. You understand? Like he's telling, like he's a wonderful parent. He's a wonderful father to it. You understand? And we go against it because we still hold the traditions of men above the Most High. You understand? We deal with the doctrines of men, and that's what's destroying us, man. Like for us to still celebrate Christmas, like in 2019, what do a Christmas do for a black man?
Come on with it.
You understand? Ain't
Yes,
nothing. Like it is like we still broke.
Come on
You
with it.
understand? Like we still at the bottom.
Yes, sir.
It's still hard for us. You understand?
God
We still
bless you.
getting
Yes.
murdered
Come
on
on.
the streets.
Yes, sir.
Because we still thinking that we can vote and make it better.
Yes, sir.
We've been voting for years.
Yes, sir.
Like let's try the Most High.
Come on with it.
You understand?
Yes,
like
sir.
let's try this book. You understand?
Yes,
like a lot of people, we do so many different tries. It's so much that we do. Like we'll get together and we say, all right, look, we gonna march.
Yes.
We gonna march on City Hall. We gonna do this. So we gonna start this little committee, and we gonna get on TV and we gonna tell the government that we tired of being treated the way we're being treated, and we've been doing that for so long, but we never tried to come together with the Bible. Now I'm not talking about the Bible that the breakdowns that you get from the Christian church that tell you, you know what I mean, let's hold hands and love everybody because God loves everybody. The scripture tells you. There's plenty of scriptures where Most High said he hates Esau. That's a person. You understand? He said, I hate Esau. But I love Jacob. You understand? I hate Esau. That's the Most High. There are plenty of people that the Most High don't care about. And it's every other people that's not us. You understand? Like they'll drop of water out of the bucket. You understand? That's how the Most High feels about these heathen nations. You understand? You go to church and you think a heathen is the dude that don't go to church. I mean, yeah, that don't go to church. You understand? That's where you get that them terrible breakdowns. You know what I mean? They didn't study under the Catholic Church, studied under a white person that's telling them, you know what I mean, that God loves everybody. God is for everybody. When he's not, he's for us. We're the one. We need the God. You understand?
Yes.
Like they live in love. They live in lavishly. They got everything. They on top of the world right now.
They're in their kingdom.
Exactly. They're in their kingdom. Perfect. Like that's excellent that you have. Like
Yes, sir.
they
Yes,
are in their kingdom.
Come on with it.
So they, you know what I mean. We need to understand that we
Yes,
need
sir.
to get in our kingdom.
Come on with it.
And the only way that we can make it there is by following these commandments. That we gotta get out of the doctrine of men. We can't keep following the commandments of men. You understand? We gotta follow these commandments. You understand? We gotta watch what we put in our mouth. We can't put anything in our mouth. Because the Most High said don't. You understand? We can't do whatever. We can't sleep with any people. Because the Most High said don't. And you just don't. You understand? We listen to our parents. Well, some of us do. We got some hard-headed kids.
Yeah, come on.
But some of you know what I mean. But you listen to your parents.
Yes, sir.
Because they only doing what's right.
Yes, sir.
You might not be fun. It might not be fun to you when you're young. When you get older, you're gonna realize like, dang, you know what? I'm so glad my father, my mother kept me out of that. You understand? Yeah.
All praises to General. All praises.
Let me get. You can go ahead and chapter 9.
All praises.
I mean, verse 9.
Say the whole verse.
Mark 7 and verse 9.
All right, I got it from here. Mark 7, verse 9. And he said unto them, full well, ye reject the commandment of God.
You understand? You reject the commandment of God. Understand? Go ahead.
That ye may keep your own tradition.
Understand? Like you see that? Like you reject the word of God. So you can keep your own traditions. You understand? Your own tradition. What's Christmas? A tradition. You understand? What's Thanksgiving? A tradition. You understand? What's the 4th of July? Tradition. You know what I mean? People got traditions. New Year's Eve. People got traditions that they do. They just, you know what I mean? You got the collard greens and the black eyed peas and all that. You understand? That's a tradition. You understand? But you gonna say, man, look, check this out. I've been celebrating my birthday like this forever because it's a tradition to me. This is why I do this. But you rejecting the commandments of God when you do it. We're killing ourselves. You understand?
Yes,
like it's hard that we all don't know this. Like it's like, you know what I mean, sometimes to know certain things that you shouldn't do is hard. Because we know we got loved ones that don't want to listen. That's just gonna wind up destroyed. You understand? We've been destroyed for years. And we keep just allowing ourselves to be destroyed because it's a nice tradition, because of tradition. You understand? We born in true tradition.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
You know, and a lot of the time it's hard to break free of that. But you gotta understand, man. Like I said, you gotta learn and grow. You can't just be the same person. You understand? You can't think what they say. You can't be woke. You can't be woke and still, you know what I mean? You can't be a type of person that go against, there's always, you know what I mean, man, the white man ain't this, man, the white man keep doing this and all that, you know what I mean? But then as soon as December 25th come around, you, Merry Christmas, brother. You know what I mean? Merry Christmas, y'all have a good Christmas, you understand? You can't be that type of dude.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Because, you know what I mean? You're a hypocrite. You understand? You can't hate and talk bad about the white man, but then you love all of his holidays. You understand? You can't keep his traditions above the traditions of the Bible. You understand? Above the commandments of the Most High. You can drop that, sir. Let me get Luke chapter 2, verse 1.
Luke 2:1. And it came to pass in those days that there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed.
We're going to get into this right here. We're going to get into when Christ was born. You understand? You understand? And you're not going, it's not going to be something where you're like, you know what I mean? This oh, okay, we about to get into his birthday. You understand? So we can know. So now we can know when Christmas really is. You understand? No, we're not doing that. We getting, I'm shedding some light on it. You know what I mean? We want to destroy Christmas. Like, you don't ever have to think that, you know what I mean? Dang, all this time I just had Christmas wrong. Christmas is supposed to be this day. Nah, damn Christmas. Let it be destroyed, man. You understand? But this right here, so we talking about right here is this tax time. You understand? You know what I mean? That all the world should be taxed. You know what I'm saying? This is Caesar Augustus. Pretty much, you know what I mean? Everybody knows when tax time is, because this is in Rome. So he's a Roman. So America is just a little baby Rome. You understand? They do everything like Rome did it. So their tax time is the same as it was back then. And tax time is when? You know when tax time is? It's not.
Yeah, too many times. It's always trying
The first, you talking about, tax time is usually when you gotta file your taxes. You're gonna file your taxes around.
what taxes you require, sir?
I'm talking about like the taxes, like you're filing just your, you know, your job tax, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, well, when you file your taxes collectively, you do it in when you do it around, it's like it's like
Well, whatever it is, sir,
March.
The devil chooses this time to collect.
Yeah, no, we getting into it for a point.
Okay.
It's around, you know what I mean? It's around like March.
Okay,
April, the deadline is April 15th.
Well, I'll accept that.
Yeah.
The devil still wants his.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So whatever it is,
right.
I agree with you. I mean, it's these devils, they don't give a damn.
Oh yeah, they definitely don't. Yeah.
It's extortion anyway. They take more than we can get. These devils. You know, right now, I just lost my daughter. I'm trying to bury her. And these devils want your taxes. So, you can see where I'm coming from.
One thing you got to understand, white man, the devil, that the Bible speaks.
Thank you. That's my point.
As long as you know that, you won't be surprised. You know, there's certain things that you just won't be surprised by anymore.
Thank you, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
But
yes, sir.
Go ahead, sir. Verse 2.
Yeah, no sweat. Luke 2 and verse 2. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
Yes, sir.
Syria, yes. Salaki, let me read that again. Luke 2 and verse 2. And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
Yes, sir.
Matter of fact, you can jump down to verse 4, sir.
Verse 4. And Joseph also went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judea, unto the city of David, which is
this is pretty much with King David. You know what I mean? When they speak of David, it's talking about King David. Yes. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
Which is called Bethlehem, because he was of the house and lineage of David.
This is right here, another cut for everybody that says, Joseph was not that when we say that Christ had to be born of David, King David's lineage. You understand? hold the point. David, you know what I mean? So this is to let everybody know that Joseph was a descendant of King David. Go ahead, sir.
I just want to say to you, sir, it's a privilege to find out that David was the father of our fathers, of our fathers, of our fathers. Can I say that, sir? As a tribe of Judah, David was our daddy, of our daddies, of our daddy, of our daddy. Can I say that?
Of course you can say that, bro.
A lot more daddies to go. You that's like a song that doesn't end. You gonna be going for a minute. I got you though.
He was the father of our father, sir.
Right.
If I could.
Yes, sir.
David was the establishment of the throne. David established the throne.
Yes,
and this is how we know that Christ is not sitting on the throne of God.
Right.
Because the Bible says over and over, he's sitting on the throne of his father, David. Why in the world would the Lord want to sit on David's throne? The Lord owns it all. Christ is sitting on the throne that his ancestors established. And the establishment of this throne, that is the military arm of the Lord. Christ will rule from this throne, and he will rule over the entire earth from this throne that David established. And he established it with blood. And that's the same way Christ is going to reestablish it. The Bible says he will have a vesture dipped in blood. This is how it must be established. The same way that David originally established the throne of Israel, Christ is going to establish it the same way, and he's going to rule the earth. So yes, that is a spectacular thing, and it is a thing that's absolutely telling, because Christ is sitting on that throne, David's throne, not on the Most High's throne.
Brother, I'm getting ready to go to the same room. I'm getting ready to go to the restaurant. My daddy is David.
That's
Can
right.
I say that?
You can say that, bro.
Can I say that?
That's right.
My daddy is daddy. Can I say that?
Damn right.
Can I do that?
You can do
And I
that,
love
bro.
you, brothers.
Oh,
Say
definitely.
that. That's my daddy. My daddy.
All right. Go ahead, brother. We left off at verse, I believe, 4. Come. Because he was of the house and lineage of David.
Once again, Joseph is of David. You know what I mean? He's a descendant of King David. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir. You can keep going.
To be taxed with Mary, his espoused wife, being great with child.
You know what I'm saying? This is Mary right here. And they say that she's great with child. She's being great with child. It means she's pregnant as hell. And you know what I mean? Like she about to drop. You understand? She real proud. I'm talking about, you know, she probably killing Joseph right now with everything that she wants. You know, her feet hurting. She probably want all types of snacks, she want the weirdest snacks, she want the pickles. She want, you know what I mean? She going through, man, like Joseph is going through it at this time because she's great with child. You know what I'm saying? She's super pregnant. You understand? Go ahead, sir.
And so it was that while they were there, the days were accomplished that she should be delivered.
You understand? Right here, the days were accomplished that she should be in. Like he said, this was in, you understand? This was during tax time, which is April, which is around April. You understand? This is tax time. You understand? So tax time, once again, is going right around the time with the Passover. So it's about April, around April. So Mary gave birth to Christ during tax time, which is around, like I said, around April, right? You know what I mean? Around the beginning of the year. You know what I mean? The beginning of the beginning of the new year. I mean, the real year, which it starts in springtime. You understand? So I'll say that better. Tax time is in springtime. You understand? That's even better. You know what I mean? So that's when the new year starts, when life begins again.
And the Son of Man, our Creator was created the same way. It's very ironic. It's very ironic that the devil chooses on tax time when our Creator was Son of Man was born.
You said say it again?
Tax time,
Right.
and the so-called when our Creator was supposed to be been raised up at springtime. Am I wrong on that?
All right, just let me help you out a little bit.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, Christ is not our creator. You understand?
Oh, yes, sir. Okay.
The Most High is.
Okay, yes, sir. You're right. You're right.
Yahweh.
Absolutely right. You're right.
That's our creator. And
Yes, sir.
what else you were trying to say something else, Booby?
The timing
Right.
when these devils about tax time, and then they say that our Creator and Lord Savior was born around springtime.
All right, so you saying, all right, let me try again. All right, so you
See
saying
what I'm
that
saying?
you saying that are you saying that they picked tax time around the time that he was born? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, sort of, yes, sir.
All right, well, they didn't pick it. This was something that's been going on. Like, you know what I mean? Caesar Augustus, he already said it. It's already been set in stone that you got it. This is tax time. This is when you got to
Yes,
get
sir.
tax.
Yes,
But
sir.
Mary just happened to be, she was already pregnant, and she just happened to give birth during tax time. You understand? During the springtime.
Oh.
So it just happened to happen like that. You know what I mean? That was her time. She was great. She was great with child, and she gave birth during tax time, during springtime. This is letting you know that this is Christ. This is when Christ was born. It wasn't cold outside. It was nice. There was new life outside. You understand? So it wasn't, like I said, it definitely wasn't in no dead of a winter when he was born. You understand? Like what mother gonna have her child in a manger? It's cold as hell.
I agree.
You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like they outside. She swallowed him up, and he got. Matter of fact, we ain't even get to that. Okay, so where we at?
So what I'm gonna ask you, sir?
We had 6.
You good with your question? Just remember just to raise your hand.
I'm sorry.
You good? Go
Where
ahead.
do these devils come from to say that tax time, that, we should be paying taxes
That's
on our people?
Well, the reason they can say we need to pay taxes is because at the time of Christ's birth, Judea was a province of Rome, meaning that Rome had subjugated Judea. So what the Romans would do, they would go around, they would subjugate nations, and they would make them pay. They would make them pay basically tribute to them. That's what these taxes were. But the only reason why the Bible is mentioning these taxes is to let you know when that birth occurred. All of this is the establishment of the throne, so you can know who this is. It's telling you the reason why he went to Bethlehem. The reason why he went to Bethlehem is because his lineage was of the house of David. And back in Kings, it tells you that the Messiah or Christ would come. He would be of the house of David by the men. He will be directly related to that family. All right. So this in the New Testament is telling you that Christ is the Messiah, is giving you every key that the Old Testament gave you so you can know him and notice him. The only reason they even dealing with the tax and the tax season and when this was happening and that was happening, this is the establishment of the king. This is yeah, this is
what I'm talking about.
Telling you, hold for a minute.
Go ahead, sir.
You gotta keep a little discipline, though. You gotta keep that discipline. But this is when you're doing say when you had President Obama, right?
Yes, sir.
And they was checking on his citizenship and all of that, right? They were looking up on him. What do you call that?
He's a Hamite.
He's a Hamite. But the point is, they was looking into him to see if he was eligible to be president. All right. So all of this, you're looking into Christ's birth, when he was born, how he was born, what family and lineage he was born in, to see, to get to the bottom of, is this the Messiah? Is this the Christ? You're vetting him.
Right.
This is how you vet Christ. All right. Because back in Kings, it says he's of the lineage of David. He comes from the man, the male side, and he is going to be born of one of the sons of David. All right. So this is what it's telling you. He had to go back to Bethlehem because his lineage was of David. Who cares about what taxes they had to do? All of that is irrelevant.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see.
You understand? They're vetting. This is how you vet Christ. There's parameters around who is the Messiah. And we know that Christ was of the lineage of David, directly by his sons. We know that. If he was anything else, then he couldn't be the Christ. If he was not the great grandson of David, couldn't be the Christ. If God came down and fornicated with Mary, then he's not of the lineage of David and he couldn't be the Christ. This is vetting Christ. That's how you got to look at it. The hell with their tax seasons and their shit. No, that doesn't even matter. All of this is the vet, the Messiah and the true King of Israel. And that's what it does. Salakia. Go ahead.
Come on.
Hey, this, you know what I'm saying? Like, so this ain't the
Thank
church.
you, brother. I'm oh my gosh. I can't. Oh, this is deep. This is deep. Calm.
Yeah, you gotta remember to make sure you got your paper. Your pen. And write down these precepts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, I got it. Yes,
write it down.
I do what I can with these brothers.
If we could, can you drop down in verse 11?
I didn't mean to interrupt.
You good. Drop down to verse 11.
So you want Luke 2 and verse 11?
Come on.
All right. The book of Luke, chapter 2 and verse 11. For unto you is born this day.
Born this day, you understand? And
yes,
this
sir.
day is,
yes,
you understand, whenever you hear this day or your day, you understand, that's a birthday.
Yes,
you understand? You hear whenever they speak of anybody in the scriptures, it's the most like, which a lot of times be heathens, when you get, except when you talk about Job, he's talking about his children, they celebrated their day. That's a birthday. So you know what I mean? For unto you is born this day. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, sir.
In the city of David, a Savior, which is Christ the Lord.
Christ the Lord. You understand? And right there, another kind of to let you know exactly who he is, who he's born of. You understand? We can and I just wanted to Let me see if we can any more on that. We could drop that if we could. Sorry, let me get. Matter of fact, let me get this article real fast. I just want to bring this up because matter of fact, no, we can get it after this. Let me get Genesis chapter 6, verse 6.
Come. Genesis 6 and verse 6. And it repented the Lord that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him at his heart. Mm-hmm.
Genesis chapter 10, verse 6.
Yes, sir.
That way he's up.
Genesis chapter 10 and verse 6. And the sons of Ham, Cush and Mizraim and Put and Canaan, and the sons of Cush, Sheba and Havilah and Sheptah and Ramah and Shepteka, and the sons of Ramah, Sheba and Dedan. And Cush begot Nimrod.
And Cush begot Nimrod. So this right here is like, you know, that Nimrod he was a Hamite. You know what I mean? Nimrod was the Hamite.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand? African. You understand? And man, you right there, check. Let me get finish that. You can
What do you need, sir?
chapter 8. I mean verse 8.
Verse 8. Genesis 10, verse 8.
Mm-hmm.
And Cush begot Nimrod,
Mm-hmm.
and he began to be a mighty one in the earth.
He was mighty in the earth. You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Like he was mighty. You understand? Like this was a dude that everybody knew. You understand? He was mighty. Go ahead.
Genesis 10, verse 9. He was a mighty hunter before the Lord.
He's a mighty hunter before the Lord. You understand? So the Lord saw that he was a mighty hunter. You understand? It's just like Esau was. You know what I mean? He was a mighty hunter. He was you know what I mean? But this is Nimrod, a Hamite. He was a mighty hunter. Go ahead.
Wherefore, Genesis 10, chapter 9. Wherefore, it is said, even as Nimrod, the mighty hunter before the Lord.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Chapter 10, at the beginning of his wisdom was Baal.
Hold on. Start that. Go back. Start over at 10.
And in the beginning of his kingdom of Babel and Babel and Iraq.
It's Babel.
Babel
Right.
and Iraq.
So this right here, this is letting you know that the beginning of his kingdom was Babel. You understand? Like
Yes,
it was pretty much it started with it was just nonsense. You understand? That you think of the word Babel, you understand? It means pretty much just incoherent words that's used to saying anything. You understand? This is the beginning of his kingdom. You understand? Let me skip it down some. Hold on, stop. Hold on 1 second. Matter of fact, we can drop that now. I'm gonna get into this article. I want to bring out real fast. Hold on 1 second. All right, now I got into that Genesis chapter 10 because I wanted to let everybody know who Nimrod was, because this whole celebration of Christmas it started with, you know what I mean, with Nimrod. That's the reason why we cut down the trees and put them in the house and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because Nimrod's mother said, when Nimrod died, his mother, she started spreading it that if they didn't, and the reason why they used the evergreen tree, because an evergreen tree doesn't change. It doesn't change colors. It doesn't start to die off. It's just always green. So she said that you had to give gifts to this tree, or you know what I mean, on Nimrod's birthday. And that's what we were under captivity, under Babylon, in Babylon. This is when we were in Babylon. And of course Nimrod was a ruler in Babylon. You understand? So this is what we did. We worshiped the tree, we did all that, you know what I mean? That's when Jeremiah was trying to explain to us that we shouldn't be doing this. Now, I'm gonna break out some of this, try to get into some of this. All right. This article, this is the true origin of Christmas. You understand? And the middle of winter has been a time of celebration around the world. Centuries before the arrival of the man called Jesus, early Europeans celebrated light and birth in the darkest days of winter. Many places rejoiced during the winter solstice when the worst of the winter was behind them, and they could look forward to longer days and extended hours of sunlight. In Scandinavia, the Norse celebrated Yule from December 21st, the winter solstice, through January, in recognition of the return of the sun. You understand? So this is, once again, worship. This is pagan customs, and the pagans will worship anything.
Yes, sir.
They don't give a damn what it is. They gonna worship it. You understand? Like they'll worship
Dogs.
a walkie. There you go. They'll worship dogs. You know what I mean? And they have so much fear, and it's because they don't have a God. And then, you know what I mean, we have a God. So, you know what I mean, our God told us not to worship, or not to take part in these heathen traditions. And because, you know what I mean, and somehow, you know what I mean, we still decided that we want to go against our God, when these godless people are afraid of everything. Like, they're scared of everything. They believe there's a God for everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it don't matter. Like, if you sneeze, you know what I mean, it's a God in you that, you know what I mean, doesn't want you to spit. He wants to dehydrate or something crazy. I just made that up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how they live.
You're right, sir.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
But
Yes.
so from December 21st, the winter solstice,
Yes.
through January, in recognition of the return of the sun, fathers and sons would bring home large logs. You understand? This is that Yule time, that Yule log. You understand that you hear about during Christmas time. Would bring home large logs, which they would set on fire. The people would feast under the log. The people would feast until the log burned out, which could take as many as 12 days. You understand? And this is one of those things that it come from. Like, when I was young, I never understood the song, 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah.
On the first day of Christmas, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
When you get into the origins and the beginnings of it, then you'll understand. Now, like, you'll understand why, because our oppressors, they get it. They know why they're doing it. They know the beginning of their holidays.
They created.
You understand? Right. You know what I mean? So they understand it. They get it. But we don't know.
Right there, bro. Check this out.
But it's that. Well, that's our people right there. You understand? I don't even know if that's Christmas time, because I don't speak Spanish.
I can promise you it's Christmas.
Fire represented a new pig or calf that would be born during the coming of the year. The end of December was a perfect time for celebration in most areas of Europe. At that time of year, most cattle were slaughtered so they would not have to be fed during the winter. For many, it was the only time of year when they had a supply of fresh meat. In addition, most wine and beer made during the year was family fermented and ready for drinking. In Germany, people honored the pagan god Odin. You understand that? Odin is actually where we get what's that? I want to say Wednesday. Let me double check that because you know I don't know if you know that every day of the week is named after like some type of god.
Right.
You
That's true.
understand?
That's
And I
true.
think Odin.
That's true.
I think it's translated from his name was before it was Odin. It was like Woden.
It's not a
Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's when that's Odin. That's
not a Greek gods.
Right. Like you get like and remember, bro, like there's definitely a place for you to definitely, you know what I mean, get all your questions out, even chime in. Like I love it that you chime in. Just you know what I mean, just remember, like, you know what I mean, you gotta raise your hand. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I get it, you know what I mean, but just you know what I mean? Because I like I said, I'm loving your energy. Like I appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, sir.
And I'm glad that you're here. It's a beautiful thing that you're
I
here.
love you, sir.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I love you too. You understand? Like, and
Virgin.
it'll be a beautiful thing if one day you come in here with your all black on. You understand? You get your all black on. You know what I mean?
I gotta do that.
Get out the camp with us. You understand? Like that'll be extra heavy, brother.
Yes.
You understand? And I see you doing it. You gonna be up here.
Yes.
I feel you being up here.
Love you.
Where we at? In Germany, people honored the pagan god Odin during the midwinter holiday. Germans were terrified of Odin, as they believed he made nocturnal flights through the sky to observe his people, and then decide who would prosper or perish. Because of his presence, many chose to stay inside. You understand?
Wow. What's that tell you?
That's the showing how much fear they had. You understand? Like that shows the power that these people gave to their God, like the gods that they worship. And you know, and it's actually when you get down to the core of it, it's a sad reality because they worship these gods, these false gods, more than better, you know what I mean, than we actually are worshiping our real God, that we should worship our real God.
We don't know
understand?
No better. We don't know no better.
And that's why and that's exactly why the ISUPK is here, to help everybody know better. You understand? And hopefully everybody will get a part of it. Now, let's get into Saturnalia.
Yes, sir.
Saturnalia in Rome, where winters were not as harsh as those in the far north. Saturnalia, a holiday in honor of Saturn, which is named after Saturday. You understand? That's where you get your Saturday from. You got something?
No, I just waiting for you to go to the Bible.
Okay.
Was you going to the Bible?
No. We definitely won't get back to it.
Okay.
This is an article I wanted
You
to
got it.
give you the origins of these things. Like a lot of people don't realize, just like you did, a lot of things people don't realize why they're doing things.
Yes, sir.
So like I said, you gotta be able to decipher and break down everything so that people get it and be like, okay, you know what? I've been doing that all and that's why they do that.
You're right.
I didn't even know that. You understand?
You never, sir. Yes, sir.
But this is Saturnalia. In Rome, where winters were not as harsh as those in the far north, Saturnalia, a holiday in honor of Saturn, the god of agriculture, was celebrated, beginning in the week leading up to the winter solstice and continuing for a full month. Saturnalia was a hedonistic time when food and drink were plentiful and the normal Roman social order was turned upside down for a month. Slaves would become masters. Peasants were in command of the city business, and schools were closed so that everyone could join the fun. Also, around the time of the winter solstice, Romans observed Javenalia, a feast honoring the children of Rome. In addition, members of the upper class often celebrated the birthday of Mitra, the god of the unconquerable sun. On December 25th, it was believed that Mitra, an infant god, was born of a rock. For some Romans, Mitra's birthday was the most scared day of the year. You understand? And it's so many, like I said, it's so many gods that are worshipped on these days. And we give our time to these days. We give our money to these days. We go out and work all of this time and give it to, and we just give it to these days that are that's in the name of idol worship. And we hit, and that's what we doing. You understand? So, matter of fact, because we get Isaiah 30 and 22. You understand? And we need to understand that we need to use our strength of this Bible and these words in order to get past all of the garbage that's spread out.
So like you say that scripture again.
Isaiah 30 and 22.
Let me give it to you, sir. I got it right here if you want.
Oh, go ahead.
Isaiah 30, 32. And in every place.
22.
22.
22, I'm sorry. So,
No problem. It's quite good.
Isaiah 30, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall defile also the covering of thy graven images of silver.
You understand? We should defile all of these images. You understand? Like any image, like you see a Santa Claus. We need to destroy the images that is Christmas, that is their idol god. You understand? We need to defile, like destroy these things. You understand that they like that? Disrespect these idols. That, you know what I mean? So our people can see. Like we need, you know what I mean? I wish we had a Santa Claus statue or something back here. Rip their head off. Yeah.
Not
But you know
tonight.
what I mean?
It will be hard.
It should be, you know what I mean? We should be in a position to destroy. That's why, that's, you know what I mean? We disrespect the Caesar Borgia so much. Like we gotta destroy, defile. You understand? The covers of thy graven images. You understand? Go ahead.
Let me continue. Yeah, Isaiah 30, 22. And the ornament of thy molten images of gold.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt cast them away as a menstruous cloth.
As a mistress of menstruous cloth.
Menstruous cloth, yes.
Which is pretty much, I guess, in the lightest way to put it, a woman's time of the month. Take that cloth, take her menstrual cloth. You understand? We should be throwing it away as we did as a woman would dispose of a menstrual cloth. You understand? Like that's how it should, like we should do these images. You understand? Like that's how disgusting these images are. You understand? Like that's how we should look at it. Like, man, these things are disgusting. You understand? Go ahead.
Isaiah 30, 22 again. Thou shalt say unto it, get thee hence.
You know what I'm saying? Get thee hence, which is pretty much like saying, man, like get out of here. You understand? You gone. That's how we should look at it. You understand? We should do away with it. We should defile it and say, get out of here. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And do away with it. You know what I mean? Dispose of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like a tampon or a cloth, whatever. You understand? Like that's how you know what I mean? We should be looking at it like it's disgusting. Like I don't even really want to touch this. But I'm gonna get rid of it. I'm gonna use my 2 fingers and get rid of this. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of, you know what I mean?
Come on.
The Caesar Borgia.
Yes,
Take him by his white hair. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Come on.
Throw it away. You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
Throw the rocks away. You understand? Throw away, you know what I mean? Islam. You understand? Like you throw away, you know what I mean? What's the hat they wear? The kufi. Throw the kufi away. You understand? Like that's how we should be. That's pretty much that's what the Most High is telling us to do. You know what I mean? Get rid of it. That's where we at. You know what I mean? That's where we should be at. We should get rid of these things. You understand? We could drop that. Let me get Proverbs 3 and 5. You understand? I know, you know what I mean? I know it might be hard. You got, especially if you know what I mean, you living with somebody that's of the world, you know what I mean, that, you know what I mean, you probably be like, you gotta live in their home. So you like, all right, now it's hard for you to maneuver around it. You in their house and they telling you, I'm putting up this Christmas tree. This is gonna be around, you know what I mean, this is gonna be, I'm gonna have this up. We're gonna do all of these things. We're gonna sing, you know what I mean, we're gonna have a dinner and all of that. You gotta, you know what I mean, you gotta be there. Just walk, just leave out though. You got something?
Yeah. Proverbs.
Oh no, I got it. Don't worry about it. Yeah, when I got it. I definitely want you to read it for me though. But yeah, like this is we gotta get into the like I said, we gotta get our strength. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, and we just gotta put you gotta put in that work. You understand? Like, you know what I mean? Like, be a brother that come here and do the work. Come here, you know what I mean? So it's gonna get strong. You know what I mean? Your courage, you know what I mean? Your strength, you know what I mean? Your faith is gonna get stronger. And your faith, of course, your courage. You know what I mean? Your courage is gonna get stronger. You understand? You got to put in that work. You need that work to put in. You know what I mean? So you can get it. You know what I'm saying? That work faith without faith. You understand? But you gotta be a brother that want to do that work. So that once you start doing that work, putting that work in, you'll get more courage. You understand? Like you'll do better. You understand? But yeah, let me get Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5. Done.
Proverbs 3 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart.
Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. You understand? Trust in the Lord with all thine heart. You understand? Not just, you know what I mean? Don't have just a portion of it. You understand? Like trust with all thy heart. You know what I mean? Of course, the heart, when you hear it in the scriptures, they're not talking about this, you know what I mean, the thing inside in your chest. You know what I mean? The artery, you know what I mean, that's helping you live. He's talking about your brain. You understand? Whenever you hear heart, you're talking about your brain. You understand? Like make sure that everything, all of your love and everything that you got for the Most High, you keeping that in your head and you understand it. All right, I gotta, and the only way to love the Most High is by keeping His commandments. You understand? So that's definitely something that we gotta understand. Go ahead.
And here's where it's deep.
Mm-hmm.
And lean not unto thine own understanding.
Lean not into thy
Come
own
on,
understanding. And the thing is,
sir.
the reason why this scripture is so heavy because
Very heavy.
you can say, you can ask somebody, you know what I mean, like why you celebrating Christmas? If you someone that says they know the truth, somebody that I say somebody they do diligence and they didn't read it, and you could be like, you know what I mean, did you know that this is a pagan holiday? You know, and they're like, yeah, I get it, and you know I do it, but it's just I'm doing it for my kids, and I ain't celebrating it, but I'm just, you know what I mean, I go to my family house, I get somebody a gift, you know what I mean, I get my girl a gift or something like that. And you feel like what harm? They'll say, what harm is that going to do? I'm still a good dude. You're leaning into your own understanding. If you read these scriptures, you're going to know that the Most High He hates Christmas. You understand? And He don't want us taking part in that. You understand? He hates your high holy day, your holy days, your holidays. You understand? So you can't lean into your own understanding, man. because it's not going to do nothing but hurt you in the end. So that's something that we definitely gotta get into the mindset of, is not leaning to our own understanding, because it's not about our understanding. It's about us understanding what it is that we should and we shouldn't do. That's the understanding. But we get that understanding by actually reading the scriptures. You can't get into it. You can't be like trying to rationalize. Like, that's the worst thing you could do. You don't have to rationalize. You don't have to guess or none of that, because everything that you need to know is in these scriptures. You come, you know what I mean, as you can, you get that understanding from the men of the Lord, and they will tell you, you know what I mean? It will let you know, like, no, that's not correct. You shouldn't do that. You understand? This is the way this is how it should be. You understand? Like, it's hard to think about it now, or exactly how we should be doing things, but it's hard to think that, or to try to fathom the thought that one day Christmas, you're not gonna hear the word Christmas anymore, or hear New Year's Eve. You understand? Like, Christ is gonna come back. He gonna deliver us from all this garbage. You understand? We gonna be keeping high holy days like we supposed to be. You understand? We gonna be keeping, you know what I mean, high Hanukkah. Everybody will. We keep it. You know what I mean? It's a lot. We keep it. But you know what I mean, the rest of the world. You know what I'm saying? It's tough. I know you got some family out there. Your family's out there. They still celebrating it. You get the group text. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. You understand? Happy New Year's. You understand? My people, they know I don't do it, but they so lost in it that they still send me text when they know that I don't participate in none of that garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, and every chance I get, I destroy it. You understand? I make sure I tell them I don't deal with that. There used to be a point when I want to say I wasn't in the truth. I knew of the truth, but I wasn't in the truth. I wasn't living this truth. So when people ask me, when they say things like Merry Christmas to you or Happy Holidays, I would just say, you too, man. Because you know, man, I didn't know how to say it. But we shouldn't be afraid of that. You understand? Like, we should be proud of it. That we don't take part in that, because it's nothing. You understand? Like, we should be proud of the fact that we should just get in the habit of saying that's not my culture. I don't celebrate that. You understand? That is, you know what I mean? And just walk away at that. You understand? Only time I don't want to get into it, I'm dealing with the oppressor. You know what I mean? I don't have time with the whole, you know, white people, our people don't really get into it too heavy. They just be like, oh, okay. They'll walk away, but the oppressor, you tell them, like, no, that's not my culture. I don't celebrate that. But what is it? You understand? Let me get in this last precept. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 33.
32, 33, sir?
Uh-huh.
Jeremiah 2:33.
I feel like a lot of us do this here. You understand?
Okay.
Good?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Jeremiah 3, verse 32.
Jeremiah 2.
Jeremiah 2.
Verse 33.
Verse 33.
Mm-hmm.
Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Trimmest. Try to say it again.
Why trimmest thou thy way to seek love?
Why trimmest thy way? Like, why feel like, all right, I shouldn't say I hate Christmas. Why trimmest your way? Why decide, okay, you know, let me put on a red shirt. It's Christmas. You know what I mean? Why decide, okay, I'm gonna go to the Christmas party. You know what I'm saying? knowing everybody gonna be in there. Happy holidays, hey, how you doing? Everybody, you know what I mean? Why do that? Why trim your ways? You understand? Just to seek love. So everybody gonna be like, oh my God, he's the mean guy. He's the unhappy one. You understand? Why? You understand? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 3, verse 33. Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways.
Understand? So you know what I mean? You showing them who you are, and to a certain extent, like you showing them, like you know what I mean? Okay, like you trimming your ways, and now you showing like how easy you are to be destroyed, how easy you are. You understand? 'Cause you trimming your ways for their ways. You understand? Like you showing them, okay, it's easy to beat them. You know, all you gotta do is just I want your love. I want to be accepted. I want to be that guy. You understand? I don't want to be the guy that don't nobody like. You understand? You want that love so bad that you trim your ways. And when you know it's wrong, that you don't have that faith, you don't have that strength. You understand? And that's what we need. We need that strength. We need to get past all the things, all of this all these holidays. You know what I'm saying? That's why we need each other. We need to come, you know what I mean? We need these classes. We have every day. 7 o'clock, you understand? 3428 Eastern Avenue, you understand?
Yes,
Come down,
yes,
get the truth,
yes,
man.
sir.
Come
Yes,
down
sir.
with your questions,
Yes,
man.
sir.
That's like, you know what I mean? Let's
Yes,
get it done.
sir.
Let's
God,
build
God,
this
God.
nation back up to what the Most High
Lay on
wants
this,
us to
brother.
be. You
Yes,
understand?
sir. Yes, sir.
And with that, you
we need it.
understand? With that, I pass the class over.
We need it, brother. Thank you, brother.
Officer Kawan.
God, we need it.
All right.
Yes, sir. Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm coming right now.
Yes, sir. Yes, Lord have mercy.
Right. Shalaki, give me one second.
Shalaki.
Second. Let's get the security announcements. We are the Isupkbmore. God dang it. So I We are the Isupkbmore out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. New rules for brothers and sisters. When a new brother or a sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or a sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. After that 6-month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. You can find this in Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 3:8 and 10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, and is pronounced ma'asharah. 10% of every penny of every increase to the Treasury Department or teacher, priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Congregation. Remind Achium and Aquafium to check on social media such as isupk.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for ISUPK events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, when he is to start is to start wearing all black, which includes black boots, shirts, pants, headband, or scarf. We got Hanukkah coming up. That is tomorrow on the 20th. All right. Come to the Isupkbmore School, 3428 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. We're going to get it on. We're going to have food. We're going to have drink. Look, we're going to tell you about your history. We're going to tell you what holidays you should follow. We're going to tell you what foods you should eat, what foods you should not eat. We're going to tell you about your sins against God. We're going to help you start to get right with God. Look, we in the ISUPK, we are in love with God. We are in love with our people. And we're going to teach you how to love our people, where your love should go to. And with that, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the teacher. Imagium Shabbat, Imagium Barak, Yahaba Shem Yahaba Shabarakatah, Yashi Matah. This class dismissed. Come on, God, I just shut that.